We didn't break up right at that moment. It happened over the series of the next few months.
Right.
Because what it did was it casted doubt in me and both of us about what our relationship was and where it was going, I think. And I knew in my heart that I wanted to be with him for the rest of my life. I knew that. But it didn't feel like we were going to make it. And so it scared me. It was very hard. It was a very kind of sad moment of letting go of somebody that you truly love because you just can't figure it out. You just don't have the capacity and the ability at that moment emotionally to figure it out. We just weren't mature enough in that way.
First solo album in 8 years. Was it always the intention to take that kind of time, or is that just life?
Life. I used the music to at least hold some of those very valuable gems that had happened in my life. And, now I'm ready to share. This is the kind of environment I like to create in.
Yeah, this is my booth. Sitting on a stage like this, it's like Doctor Who.
I don't have to necessarily do things the exact same way that I've done them my entire 30-year career. I can now be a new artist and just imagine.
For me, we've done a couple of them. Because honestly, it's like, it makes me nervous because it's like sharing a piece of your soul that you haven't shown anyone. You know what I mean? And it's scary. And this album is just it was a type of experience that you hope comes along. And
You just announced that This Is Me Now, the tour kicks
yes,
off this
yes,
summer.
we did. Yes.
This summer.
This summer.
You're going right back in.
We're going in.
For what?
My last hurrah.
I mean, really, where? You don't even have any time off. I mean, you're going right back in. I've seen you firsthand on tour. If you ever want to go see a show, nobody, you're dancing, the singing, the choreography, the surprises, that you just go, this is the most entertaining show I've ever seen in my life. I was exhausted.
That's my goal when people come to my show. It's like, I always want people to leave and be like, that's the best show I ever saw.
Yeah, ever.
You know what I mean? Like, that's what I want when you're
Everyone.
there. And this one is of all the albums I've ever made, I feel like this one is really ready for the stage because of the Amazon original that I did with it. It's ready. Like, all the choreographies, it's all ready to go.
Do you think about that when you play the album back and you're mixing, you're like, I could see myself on stage performing it?
Because I think I started as a dancer, everything I do is about movement. Everything is about kind of like, how will I perform this? And even as I'm creating music, I tell the producers, I was like, I got to be able to, perform this on stage. Like, we got to pick it up. Like, come on.
Yeah.
And things like that. And even though I have kind of like an R&B mid-tempo feel to my music in a way, I always try to get that little funk in there. I always try to get a little bit of that stinkiness in there because I got to be on stage.
Describe it as like a musical experience.
It is a musical experience because it's really about a hopeless romantic who's
sound like anybody?
Yeah, a hopeless romantic's journey through life in their search for love. And if that's how I would describe it, and then, you kind of go on this surrealistic, magical, very artistic and creative way of how I decided to tell that story.
Well, lots of great cameos, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Post Malone.
Yes.
Is in it a lot.
Yes.
Jane Fonda.
Yes.
Keke Palmer.
Yes. Neil deGrasse.
Neil deGrasse Tyson. Oh my God, Neil deGrasse Tyson is funny. It's
Kim Petras.
It's just when you see it.
Jay Shetty, Trevor Noah.
Trevor Noah's great.
Yeah.
And then also there's this guy too, makes a cameo too, but I forget his name. But you got Ben Affleck in there. Did Ben like playing this character?
He loved playing that character.
He's funny. Describe it as like.
I'm Jennifer Lopez, and this is Me Now, a love story in 30 seconds. Here I go. Alita and Taru, big heart factory, action-packed, lots of dancing and crazy, incredible choreography, hearts and flowers, a glass house, incredibly funny special guest stars you won't want to miss, zodiac signs, hummingbirds, love story. That's it.